This week on Close Talkers, we bring you a bonus episode.
You ever steal one of my lines again, I'm killing you.
So, Derek,
Hi, Katie.
what are we doing today?
You wanted to do a bonus episode.
Yep. We're coming to the end
We are?
of the podcast.
Oh.
And I've been collecting facts about the show, and I felt like, a corrections segment would be too short to contain them all.
Okay.
So we're doing sort of a facts and trivia bonus episode for y'all.
Cool.
I guess I should start.
You better, because I haven't prepared nothing.
Well, okay.
I prepared one thing.
Why don't you do it? Because what if I've already done it and then I don't have to do it? I have 2 pages of notes and a spreadsheet.
I need I probably should have prepared a little bit more.
You knew we were doing this today.
I might have forgotten.
Pause.
So, I came across a Instagram post, and it had a list of other actresses that auditioned for the role of Elaine. So I thought it'd be interesting to go over them as a type of guest star in this bonus episode.
Sure.
And so maybe I will go with least association to Seinfeld after the fact.
Okay.
To like appeared on Seinfeld. So Rosie O'Donnell.
Wow.
Now Rosie O'Donnell, known for obviously the Rosie O'Donnell Show, but also A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, The Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
She was also in the movie The Stakeout. Did you ever see The Stakeout? With
I saw
Emilio
the Seinfeld
Estevez.
episode, The Stakeout.
Emilio Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss.
No.
She was also in Exit to Eden, I think.
I can still picture that VHS cover.
Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as a child, I was like, what is going on here? It's burned into my mind.
Always, obviously. I know she's a lesbian, but anyways, Amy Yasbeck, who you might not recognize the name of, but she was in The Mask, Robin Hood Men in Tights, where she played Marion.
Oh!
And Pretty Woman. Yeah, so her.
Wow.
That would have been interesting. We also had Patricia Heaton.
Oh, okay.
Who, I didn't know her name, but like seeing her face, obviously she was in Everybody Loves Raymond, Beethoven, the movie with that big dog, Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
I knew somebody who, in my early 20s, who had a thing for older women, and he just loved Patricia Heaton.
Really?
Yeah.
She's kind of plain Jane, isn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to yuck his yum, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, women that auditioned for Elaine, but then also appeared in Seinfeld episodes later on. Jessica Lundy, she played Naomi, who was Jerry's girlfriend, who had the laugh that sounded like Elmer Fudd sitting on a blender. This is a quote you might remember. She went on to be in kind of not a bunch of major roles, but she was in Single White Female as like a background part. She was in a movie called The Stupids, The Inspectors, Rocket Man, Mariska Hargitay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And she would eventually play Elaine, sort of, because she played the character Melissa Shannon, who was the actress who played Elaine within the Jerry pilot.
Right.
Or she auditioned in that episode for Elaine. She didn't actually get it.
Wait, so she didn't play the Elaine in the TV show?
She auditioned for the role of Elaine.
Yes.
Also in the TV show.
Okay.
But they gave in the TV show the role to somebody else as well.
Oh, so she wasn't in it at all.
No. She appeared on the TV show in an audition. Do you remember the episode where they were auditioning actresses?
I vaguely
She
remember.
was one of the actresses.
Okay.
She played an actress being auditioned.
It's very meta.
Quite. And then maybe most famous of all, Megan Mullally.
Oh.
Who apparently was set to be Elaine until Julia Louis-Dreyfus's schedule opened up and she could come in for an audition. So they had already decided on her. I don't know if they'd told her or whatever.
What was JLD doing at the time? I only know her from Seinfeld onward. I know she's a billionaire's daughter, but what was she doing schedule-wise?
She was probably suppressing the bourgeoisie. Do billionaires suppress the bourgeoisie, or are they part of the bourgeoisie?
No, they are the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, okay, I mean, in terms of acting,
yes, that's what I
immediately before Seinfeld, she was. So in theory, her credit from 1989, which was also the year that Seinfeld started the weird first season with only a few episodes, was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh.
Which, she's famously in. Then she was also in a TV series called Day by Day, where she played Eileen.
Oh, that's weird.
And then she was in one episode of Family Ties. Did you ever watch Family Ties?
No, I think it was a little before my time.
With Alex P. Keaton?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, just to wrap a bow up on everything, Megan Mullally, we've already talked about, but she was in Will and Grace, The Disaster Artist, Righteous Gemstones, Voice on Bob's Burgers, Party Down.
Did she ever appear on Seinfeld?
Yes, she played George's girlfriend, Betsy, in the episode The Implant.
Okay. So maybe I'll go into my sort of miscellaneous facts section. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention, you and I were at a restaurant last night where you told me we were going to do this.
Yeah. I also told you this 2 weeks ago and earlier this week, but go on.
And I was like, well, I don't have anything prepared. And they were like, well, you can prepare something. And while we were sitting there, I was like, okay, I have an idea of something to talk about.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, we can't talk about it now because I need to save it for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't write it down, and now I don't remember what it is.
Great.
So what do you got?
Maybe you'll remember by the end of...
I've been thinking about it all night.
Okay. So just some quick facts by the numbers and so on. In the whole series, there were 73 girlfriends for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
76 million people watched the finale.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. 10 Emmys and 68 nominations. The only nomination for acting was for Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I believe. I guess the rest were writing. The show received an American Academy of Dermatology Award for promoting skin cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
There were 7 Art Vandelay references.
Okay.
George.
Only 7?
Only 7.
Wow.
This is me searching the scripts. Or maybe I also looked it up, but I think there's only 7. George had 12 jobs.
Okay. That's a lot of jobs over only a not even 10-year period.
Yeah. The ages canonically that 3 of them are supposed to be, there was no age for Kramer. Jerry is supposed to be 35. George is supposed to be 31. And Elaine is supposed to be 28.
Really?
I don't have my source for this. I can't remember where I got it from, but that is those are their stated ages. First of all, Jerry and George were in school together. They can't be 4 years apart.
Yeah, I question this source.
Well, this comes from, I think, from the Seinfeld wiki. And Elaine, 28?
Is it at the end of the series or is it at the start of the series?
I think at the start.
Yeah.
I
don't buy it.
Well, that's what I found. There were just 2 pairs of shoes for Kramer for the entire 9 seasons, and they were identical.
I don't know if you've noticed in later seasons, every once in a while, Kramer will like bust through the door, or Jerry's apartment door will just open, and that door is beat to shit.
Yeah.
Like it is scuffed up, like 3 feet high. It is
Michael Richards just kicking it down with gusto.
probably. I mean, they probably don't think about it because they're like, oh, this isn't like camera facing.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it opens, and it looks like I don't know, something
Well,
out of an industrial complex.
That's on the super of the building in this world.
I feel like Jerry would clean it. I mean, I think I think that Jerry being a clean freak is kind of like not super established until very much later in the series.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And I think that like looking back, people think like, oh, he's like a germaphobe basically, but I don't really think that that's the case until probably like the meta of the show made it a thing. So then they started writing it into the show, and I feel like he would clean the door.
Okay, agree. There was one episode entirely without George.
Yeah, and he complained and threatened to quit the show if it ever happened again. Years later, he apologized and said like it was the first episode when they went down to Florida.
Do you remember what it was called? What it was about? You're
pen?
right. Yeah, it was a pen. Wow. He told Larry David to write him into every episode or fire him. So Jerry's apartment number was mostly 5A, but it's also been 3A, 411, and 8. You probably know this. The real Costanza sued NBC.
I didn't know he sued NBC. I knew there was a lawsuit.
He's quoted as saying, "George is bald, I am bald. George is stocky, I am stocky. George and I both went to Queens College with Jerry. George's high school teacher nicknamed him Can't Stand Ya, so did mine. George had a thing about bathrooms and parking spaces, so do I."
There you go.
Oh, you know what? I have your fact. Rosie O'Donnell, Mariska Hargitay, Patricia Heaton, Megan Mullally.
God damn it. Can nothing be mine?
That's why I let you go first.
Because you knew you were going to say it anyways.
I didn't.
You could have just not said it and could have let me have a thing.
Nah. Jerry's least favorite episode is the alternate side.
The alternate side.
When all the cars have to move.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Yeah, sure.
I didn't think that was such a terrible one.
No. I actually think I saw an interview with Jerry Seinfeld, and it wasn't about his least favorite thing. It was about his favorite joke from the episode. And I'm just trying to remember what episode it was. And it was the episode where Elaine had like been mean to the doctor, and she was like trying to get her medical records.
Yeah.
And Kramer was Dr. Van Nostrum, and he like walks in and he's just like, Dr. Van Nostrum from the clinic. And they said, "What clinic?" And he said, "That's correct."
Did you know there could have been a Jackie Childs spin-off show?
I didn't know that. I don't think it would have done well.
No.
I remember what I was going to do.
You're welcome.
I'm not prepared.
Okay. Can you write it down right now? And then I'll remind you to do it when we take a break. Do you need a pen? Here's a pen.
There you go.
Jerry Seinfeld credits numerology with why there are only 9 seasons. Not that it was terrible writing and ridiculous by the end, but that 9 was a more pleasing number to do. Again, I didn't cite my sources.
I mean, I have heard like, you know, they wanted to go out on top, and they didn't want things to you know, go downhill. And you know, I think with every TV show, and something that, you know, you have talked about The Simpsons, is like, if a TV show is on long enough, eventually it's like
eating its own tail.
Well, it's like fan fiction, right? It's like, oh, I'm a fan of this show, I'm going to go write for it. Essentially, you're doing fan fiction.
Yeah.
And so it's like very referential, and the I don't know. So, they didn't do that in Seinfeld, or maybe they tried not to do that in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
There was, I might save it for the finale, but I remember an interview with Larry David, and somebody kind of asked him about the criticism that exists for the finale. And he kind of, I don't want to say like explained it away, but he said something that made me like understand that like finales are hard for anything.
Sure. I think you've said it.
I've said what?
Well, you said you were going to save it, and then you continued talking.
Fine.
Well, I don't know. I'm inviting you to continue.
Well, I can say, so he just talked about how like it was a beloved series that had been on for basically a decade.
Mhm.
And so everybody had in their mind how they wanted it to end. So when it doesn't end that way, they're inevitably disappointed.
Sure. I have another fact, but we should continue talking about season 9. I have a quote from Howard Rosenberg, who's an LA Times critic. I'm going to read it. Something once there, a sparkle, a gleam, a vision, a sense of self, is now missing. It's hard defining the difference, but here's a stab. Where once the comedy of Seinfeld was natural, fluid, and smooth, now there are brushstrokes. Where once you marveled at incompatible elements of utterly contrived plots being joined so seamlessly, as if they had written themselves, now you're very aware of the writing and efforts in the creative process to press things together with Velcro. Where once Seinfeld took something small and bounced it off the moon, no longer is a moon in sight.
I'm just talking. You can cut this out. You can cut that out. I've been thinking a lot about Seinfeld. I've been thinking a lot about Seinfeld. I've been thinking about like nostalgia and thinking back and revisiting the past and inevitably being like disappointed. And, similar to how we were just talking about, like, Jerry really throughout the majority of Seinfeld wasn't a clean freak, but it became like a character trait later on, maybe because of, the meta demanding it or whatever. But so then when you think back about Seinfeld, you're like, oh, this is Jerry, he's a clean freak and very neat. But if you actually go through, it's not true. But in your mind, the memory of it is this. And I was thinking about, and I don't know, maybe you've prepared this, maybe you haven't. Maybe we'll have to do it now that I'm mentioning it. If we went through, like, I would always say that Seinfeld is the greatest multi-camera sitcom show.
Okay.
And, I don't say it's the best comedy show. I don't say, like, I think there's, great single camera, and to rank one or the other, like you're splitting hairs on fantastic comedy. And I was wondering if you went through all of our podcast episodes and if we said, do we like this or not? Is it actually true?
Do we like Seinfeld or don't we?
Do we like Seinfeld? I feel like there was a lot of episodes where we're like, this wasn't actually a good episode. And whether or not that was like because we weren't like just sitting and enjoying it, and we were kind of inspecting it and taking notes on it and planning to talk about it, or whether, after, now almost 25 years, more than 25 years, the comedy doesn't hold up anymore. Or is it that things, things watched once, loved, and then thought about nostalgically are better than going back and revisiting them?
Interesting. I'll point out that you don't like watching things again.
I have watched. I think that I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think you really like watching things again.
If I like something,
you'll put that on repeat. I've watched The Big Lebowski 20, 25 times. I've watched the first Matrix dozens of times. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Like,
But all of these, have you watched them in the last 10 years? 15 years?
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've watched a lot of movies repeatedly.
Okay, but as a rule, you're generally putting something new on.
There's so much new out there.
Well, that's the thing. I think you are happy to like a thing, and then it's gone.
I've watched how many times have we watched Community?
I don't know. Me, at least 10 times more than you.
I've watched a lot of those episodes multiple times.
Okay, but I'm currently watching it again while I'm working, right? It's on. It's like a fall sort of tradition to put it back on. I watch the Halloween episodes around Halloween. I watch the Christmas episodes around Christmas.
We.
I make you watch the Halloween episodes around Halloween and the Christmas episodes around Christmas.
I give my job my full attention during the day. For the record. If anybody at International Corp is listening.
Yeah. Okay, my other number fact was that 42 actors were both on Seinfeld and Star Trek.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All Star Treks?
All Star Treks.
Okay.
Mostly Voy.
Yeah, I mean that was the time of Voy, unfortunately. You've seen the Instagram reel about the craziest history fact, right?
No.
I'll probably mess it up a little bit, but Star Trek Voyager.
Are we talking history or Star Trek history?
History.
Okay.
No, like world history.
Okay.
Well, like, I don't know.
I don't know what's coming.
So Star Trek Voyager premieres and its ratings are dwindling. So they decide to introduce a new character. 7 of 9.
Oh,
Borg,
okay.
Jerry Ryan, who is now away from her husband, Massachusetts Senator, Republican Senator John Ryan. Yeah. I think he's Massachusetts. I think that's right. No, wait. Illinois.
Whatever.
John Ryan. So he has this like weird scandal. I don't know all of the details. I think he went to a sex club or he took his wife to a sex club. Anyways, so his marriage comes in shambles and he drops out of being a senator or drops out of the race or something, leaving a vacant seat for a new politician, one Barack Obama, who then rises to prominence, eventually becoming president of the United States. All because the writing on the first 2 seasons of Voyager was very bad.
Wow.
I guess I should say he allegedly invited his wife to a sex club. I don't know the details.
He took Jerry Ryan to a sex club?
I think so. I think that's what happened.
No. Maybe he took someone else. And that's why
I don't know. Allegedly.
I have a quick little rundown of all the mentions of Bob Sacamano.
Okay.
So Kramer's friend Bob Sacamano has come up 10 times.
Really?
In order of appearance, he's mentioned in regards to his hernia operation, where now he talks in a very high voice. He once received shock treatments, but they had no effect because his synapses were too large. Are you remembering these things as I'm saying?
I'm trying to like place it and remember what was going on.
He worked in a condom factory and gave Kramer a bunch of condoms. He had rabies. He once stayed with Kramer for 1.5 years. Jerry and Elaine are talking about the Sacamano party. Beautiful party invitations. Lovely affair. But was it Jerry or Elaine who missed it? It happened like 3 days. They're like, are you going to the Sacamano party?
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this at all. Okay. Jerry, when he starts acting like Kramer, becomes friends with him.
My friend Bob Sacamano called at 3 a.m. Got it talking.
Sells Russian hats. Battery Park. $40.
He says the difference is negligible.
He's part of Kramer's pants story for
Yeah.
Elaine's collection of
The very pants I was returning.
for Peterman's book. And then, second last is his father is at Del Boca Vista, and he screws Jerry on the wizard
Oh, yeah. Willard.
with the Willards. And he made a fortune with the ball and paddle toy.
Sacramento Senior. When was that introduced? Like 1926?
I keep thinking of the cup and ball. Don't be a cup and ball hog.
I feel like there's like old 1940s. The ghost of Bob Saget.
I was just going to say that.
My mouth.
I have a quick thing that would be interesting to talk about. Someone rated the best and worst episodes of every season.
You mentioned this. Yeah.
Do you want to go 9 to 1 or 1 to 9?
Let's go 1 to 9.
Okay. Best episode of season 1, male unbonding.
I mean, season 1's very rough.
Okay. And the worst is the stock tip. I hardly even remember the stock tip. Okay, season 2, best Chinese restaurant.
Fair.
The worst is the deal. Do you remember what the deal is? What's the deal?
Is the deal not the one where Elaine and Jerry start sleeping together again?
That's all the way in season 2?
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
You might have to fact check.
Probably. Season 3, the best, the limo. I don't remember what this is about.
Is that the one where there's the limo driver and they want to avoid talking to him all the time? Or is that the one where they are Nazis in the limo?
I was thinking Nazis in the limo.
If we had computers in front of us, we could look all these things up.
The worst is the keys.
Where at the end, Kramer is upset because of the guest keys and he goes to Los Angeles.
Is that the keys or is that the trip? Because that's the worst of season 4.
So I think the trip is when they go out to LA to see
okay.
it.
So they're connected.
Yeah.
Okay. Best of season 4, the contest.
Sure.
Best of season 5, the opposite.
It's where George, yeah.
I agree.
Sure, yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good episode.
Why didn't he keep doing that?
Because he got the job with the Yankees and that blonde was Steinbrenner's niece, right?
I can't remember.
Anyways.
The worst was the cigar store Indian.
Wilhelm's niece? Yeah, for I can see that for a few reasons.
Best of season 6 is the switch. What's the switch?
I don't know.
I feel like Jerry and George are double dating somebody.
Oh, they try to do okay.
We haven't looked up the others. We can't start now.
The
worst is the beard.
So the switch is the Menage a Trois episode. Jerry's dating a girl and he wants to switch to the roommate.
Okay.
The limo is the Nazi episode.
Okay.
And that's the best or the worst?
That was rated the best.
Okay, yeah,
3.
sure, yeah.
We're up to season 7. Soup Nazi best?
Sure. Most iconic, I mean.
Most memorable, I feel like this is what we're talking about. The worst was the invitations.
Really?
So I remember whatever website I was reading said about this. And people apparently were very upset that they killed Susan off, which I don't buy because she was not a likable character.
I mean, in terms of 90s sitcoms, killing off a character, probably not in your main 6 or 7 moves.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to see what else happened in that episode to make it bad.
I think that was it. I think people were just upset that they killed Susan. Season 8, best Bizarro Jerry.
It's a fun one.
The worst, the Van Buren boys. I think I would agree.
I mean, you're not a big fan of the Van Buren boys, like either of those two guys, because they appeared earlier when they stole Elaine's armoire.
Season 9, best Merv Griffin show. And the worst was the betrayal. What's the betrayal? I've already forgotten. Is it Kramer and Mickey and the acting?
No, The Betrayal is the backwards episode.
Oh, I like that.
Betrayal was fantastic.
Huh. Interesting.
I think too, like the Betrayal, especially for the time, like avant-garde.
Yeah.
Like I was actually thinking about Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, newest Star Trek, new Trek. If you're gonna watch New Trek, Lower Decks best, Strange New Worlds second best, Disco sadly not super good, and you can probably jump into Strange New Worlds, but if you want to know how Strange New Worlds is happening, you got to watch Disco. You can probably skip Disco and just jump into Strange New Worlds. But I was thinking about how much freedom and like leeway they've been given, like musical episode, upcoming puppet episode.
Really?
Supposedly.
Well, I think it's dovetailing with the silliness of the original series.
Sure. And I think that, I don't know, like if at the time the original series was silly. And I think, well, no, but like looking back at it, it's obviously silly. But looking back at 60s television, everything feels silly.
But even in the, like, you're in space, right?
But I think
it's the future and you're in space.
I mean, there was so much lead paint. I think they just didn't know that was silly. And like TNG having like weird like Barclay holodeck, everybody's trapped and they were playing, Robin Hood and Merry Men. Like there was probably less of it, but there was some silliness there that I don't think existed in. There's a little bit in like Voyager, probably not a lot in DS9.
I was just thinking of the
Alamarang.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyways, but like basically none of that in Disco.
No.
Disco was like we got
big problems.
Yeah. Maybe that's what was missing from Disco. I don't know.
It's too serious. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. What were we talking about?
I totally lost my train of thought. Avant-gardeness.
Yes.
Seinfeld, The Betrayal, and like a good, funny episode being on network television, doing this weird thing that like, how would you understand it? I would vehemently oppose anyone that said that is the worst episode of season 9.
Agree. So the last thing I wanted to bring up was there was a spreadsheet that someone made and shared on Reddit that just consolidated rankings.
Sure, yeah.
So we've been, since the beginning, talking about Vulture and Screen Crush. We added IMDb at some point. They've also got Vanity Fair. I didn't realize they were ranking Seinfeld episodes. And then there's an aggregate score. So what I did was a little bit of statistics to figure out how much these different sources agree with one another. Because many times when you've told me the rankings, they're wildly different.
Sure, yeah.
And so the way this is organized, okay, so I'm going to give you a top 10, and this isn't the top 10 best episodes. These are just the ones that people agree on. And I'll sort of, or you can guess where they are, but I'll say like tops, middles, bottoms. Okay.
What?
For example, everyone agrees The Contest is the best episode of Seinfeld. It's number 1 across the board. Not every person, every source that ranks.
Yeah.
Okay.
While I think it's a good episode, I don't know if I would have it as my first.
Okay, what's your first?
I don't know.
You gotta follow up with
Find The Contest.
So I'll just go. Top 10 are The Contest, Good News, Bad News, which is very low, of course. The Opposite, The Bubble Boy, it's around 20, 25. Mail and Bonding, which is low, but is still the best episode of season 1, according to sources. The Stall, around 40. The Statue, low. They all agree it's bad. The finale, low. The caddy, middling, and then the subway, kind of high.
Subway's a good episode. I did not understand when you started talking what you were talking about.
I thought I explained it pretty well. This is how much they agree.
This isn't how much they agree. These are the episodes on which they agree the most.
What's the difference?
How much they agree is they agree 60%, but you're picking individual things that they agree on. These are what they agree on. Why are you mad that I'm being pedantic? You explained it poorly.
Okay. Well, we could do other things with the spreadsheet, but now we're not gonna. Do you want to know what the top scoring episode on IMDb was?
Yes.
Aside from the contest. It goes contest, opposite, soup Nazi, the outing, and the marine biologist.
Oh, marine biologist. Good episode.
Those are the people's choices. Yeah, sorting it on different sources. The Hamptons, the Fire, the Bubble Boy, Abstinence, and the Rye are in the mix too.
Sure, yeah. I think, like we talked about for IMDb, the episodes where the title is like the iconic moment.
Yeah.
And
it's easier to rank it higher without watching the whole thing again. Well, I spent a lot of time on that. I'm glad you liked it.
I did. I just didn't understand what you were talking about and felt like I could explain it better.
Do you want to explain Spearman's row coefficient?
I don't even think you said English words at the end of that sentence.
Well, this has been great.
Spearman's row coefficient.
Spearman.
Spearmint?
Next episode will be a real one.
The Puerto Rican Day.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Just Puerto Rican Day.
Puerto Rico Day? We'll see you next week on Close Talkers.
No.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Believe it or not, this is our podcast. Please subscribe at the end. If you subscribed, we would be happy. Please subscribe to us. Believe it or not, it's our podcast.
Is that a Seinfeld reference?